physics professors happened to have two young boys in about middle school age, maybe slightly younger. Let's say around, 8 and 12, somewhere in that range. And this professor did not like cursing, which is totally fine. But he did a thing that I always wished he didn't, which was before he came into the labs, he would have his boys wait outside, and he would come in and he would tell us, I'm about to bring my boys into the lab. Please don't curse or say rude things around them.
Right.
And I wish he didn't do that, because just, again, normal civil society, if kids are around, I'm much less likely to curse if there are children around.
Yeah.
But it's like, you've planted the idea of saying horrible things around kids in my mind in this way that is just has now made it just irresistibly attractive. And so I would normally just not think about it much. My brain would just kick in and you'd censor yourself down because there are kids in the room. That's just what you do. But when you come in and expressly tell me I'm not allowed to say bad things around your children, I'm just dying to say bad things around your children. Really? I just can't resist. And I definitely had things slip in a way that I never would have if he had just not said anything. If he just brought the kids in the room.
Gray, do you know what this is?
What?
It's you being naughty.
God damn it, Brady. You gotta stop with that. I'm gonna bleep that.
You're so naughty, Gray.
I'm bleeping the naughties from here on out. It's just creepy. I almost think that little example is like a microcosm of the broader societal reaction to this stuff. And that's why I think it's people's reactions that give curse words their powers.
No.
They don't have anything intrinsic in themselves. They are just words. But you're using here as an example, which we've sort of touched upon before in this podcast. I've often thought, what the internet should do, just to prove my point, is make a campaign about overreacting on purpose to a word. And naughty is an excellent choice of a word, because we potentially have cultural differences and misunderstandings here. And it's like a word that might be slightly on the edge. And so if everybody started vastly overreacting to naughty as some kind of shockingly dirty sexual word, that reaction, right, if people did that consistently, you could make the word forbidden, right? You could do that.
I'm all for changing words. It's like the word gay, it really changed, didn't it? It used from one thing to another. Let's make naughty let's change naughty.
Yeah, words definitely change, but naughty, I think, is a great one, because it would demonstrate the point, and it's just so pointless. Right? It would be so pointless to do it. But I have a little bit of that reaction every time you say the word naughty. This podcast has been a perfect example. Why have you said it so many times during this recording? It's precisely because every time you say it, I'm creeped out. This is going to be my candidate for vast overreaction. I was previously trying to think of something else, and the closest I came up with was douchebag might be a good candidate as well for vast faux overreaction by people, and then you can just demonstrate that you can turn a relatively mild word into some kind of terrible word. But I'm thinking is funnier to do.
Before we start this campaign to have the word naughty banned, can we call this the naughty episode? Hello, Internet 43. Naughty episode.
Maybe, Brady.
Thank you. And
No ability. That was not right, but I guess I won, so. Whoa. Is that no knockback? Fishy. Very fishy. He had no knockback.